Alright, welcome back to episode number 2 of the Stanley Parable. When we last left off, we were going to go into the mind control facility instead of going down here. That killed us. Let's go. There's a button. Okay, should we hit it? There's nothing else to do, so...
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ooh. I think I do. I think he does. I think we all do. Okay. Blinking. We have another button. Video cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Nobody is here still, though. Okay. Didn't one of them say fired? Did you guys see that? The one that said fired? Oh. Fired. Right over there. 601, I guess. Wow. Okay. Hitting the button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Probably. Okay. Red light. Should we hit the button again? He'll probably just talk again. No, we can't hit it again.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Probably.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Ooh, I would. I would do that. These buttons don't seem to do anything. That looks online. I mean offline. I can read. I know how to read, guys. Nothing. What's this? Console disabled. Okay. Facility. Should we go down here? I just want to see what it looks like. Ooh. Anything else in here? Ooh, there's a big button. Can't press it. I love those sounds. Okay, how about over here? These ones aren't even lit up. Okay, we're going into facility power. Mind control status offline still. Mind control idle waiting input. Can we hit this button that's marked 5? Oh, there's something up. We can go up there too. Let's go up there first. See if that button does anything. Probably doesn't. Most things in this game seem to not do anything. 4. Are there other numbered buttons? Or is this just a mind games? Let's see, there's a door over here. Locked. Okay, let's go through the door. Controls idle, awaiting input. System power.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Should we turn it on? Yep, we're turning it on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah. I just want
Stanley,
to be happy.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Oh, no.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
God.
But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
I don't either. I don't know where to
What's
start.
that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Yeah.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Right.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Here you go.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story.
Jerk.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
It
I
is
almost
rich.
hate to see it go.
I hate it.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow.
Oh, there's the 3.
trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved?
Come on.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
That feeling.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
I'm sorry.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
Okay.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Yeah,
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
I'll just let it go, man.
Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Die. We died. Let's turn it off this time. Shall we? Listen to the game. Actually,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
let's just go. Let's go
Stanley
through the wrong
decided
door.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Why not?
simply missed a memo.
I mean, the wrong hallway. See what happens. We'll go to
When
the right.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yes, truly a
This
room
looks
worth
familiar.
admiring. It had really been worth the
Some
detour
weird
after all,
architecture
just to
here.
spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully, but eager to get back to business. Stanley took the first open door on his left.
First open door? I don't think so, buddy.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That's right. Key card. Uh-oh. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. I don't think I have a jump button, to my knowledge.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Should I just
I'm
do
not
it?
your enemy, really, I'm not. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
That's right.
Good
sucker.
job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Alright, let's go. It seems like that side goes on its own storyline. Ooh, the phone is going off. Alright, we'll go and hit the button in the mind control room.
When Stanley came to a set
Alright.
of 2 open doors,
I know
he
the
entered
drill.
the door
I
on
still
his left.
don't remember the code in the boss's room. I think it's
Yet there was not a single
284
person here either.
something.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Okay.
Stanley decided to go up to
Got
his
it.
boss's office. Coming to a
10-4.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I understand. I have no free will. Tell me the code.
The moment he entered his manager's
can't remember
office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere.
Not a living soul.
Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour.
Full
But when
hour?
at last
Wow.
he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk.
I did.
What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future?
I doubt it.
Alas, it was not.
Yeah,
For
that's right.
although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random
don't
that no
remember.
man could
2?
ever hope to guess it. 2845.
4, 5.
Statistically, Stanley was in such a rush
I'm
to
gonna
get
remember
through
it.
the story as
2845.
quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
I'm sorry.
That kind of anxiety isn't
I'm
healthy.
sorry.
So he relaxed for a few moments
Okay.
with some calming new age music.
Thank you, game. I really needed that. I really did. Thank you. This is much better. I agree.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Yes,
Stanley
all of
calmly
those
walked
things.
forward into
I
the
feel.
opened passageway.
I don't know how you guys are feeling about this series, but this might be the best game I've ever played in my entire life. I am enjoying it thoroughly, and I hope you guys are too. Okay. Mind control room, we hit the off button like we're told.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes, sir. I will not follow directions anymore. I will be a good boy. I'll listen. I'll do
The
what I'm
lights
told.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I don't know.
Stanley thought to himself.
Oh, it's. I
Did he
know what it
have
is
the
already.
strength
Actually.
to find out?
Look up there. There's something up there. I want to go up there.
Now the monitors
But I
jumped
can't,
to
'cause
life,
it's not gonna
their
let me.
true nature revealed.
Oh.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced
none
to
of them are
images
there.
on a screen, and Stanley,
So none
one
of their
them,
lives are reduced.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
In case you guys haven't gotten the hint, this is the parable.
This mind
about video
control
games.
facility, it was too horrible
case you haven't
to
gotten
believe
that yet.
it couldn't be true.
There's
Had
no
Stanley
freedom
really
anywhere.
been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeah.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Let's go.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working.
I'm in a rush,
all of
dude.
it monitored and
doing this.
commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that
do it,
this
guys.
machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Oh god. I broke the game. Ooh. I can move. Okay. No.
Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I don't think so. Probably not.
Yes.
Huh.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
I don't know.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
I hit
What
the
other
button.
mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber,
Oh, it's
he
beautiful.
realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
That's all there is to do now, right?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
I'm not in
the
control
immense
anymore.
possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I beat the game. Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. This game is something else. This is different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's different now. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
That was
doors, he
different.
entered the door on his left.
Alright guys, so we're going to call it an episode here. Next time we'll start exploring the right-hand passage a little more than we did. We did the first little bit, but we died pretty quick. So we'll be right back. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. I hope you guys enjoy this game as much as I do. I don't think it's going to be a super long series, just a couple of episodes probably, but we will see. And if you guys did enjoy it, which I really hope you did, hit me up with a like and a subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you next time.